Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Gonna go over quick. Got some packages in for the Kraton 8S. This is what I've been waiting on, so I haven't done any other follow-up videos on this. So we got some gears in for this thing, so we're gonna wind up getting the gear set, getting the motor in, getting an ESC, doing the servo saver. Probably not going to video everything, but I am going to open up the packages and show you some of the gears I've got in so far, what we're going to be running. We'll just open up the first package here. And alright, so first one I have is a 30 tooth. This is a mod 1.5 spur gear, so that's for like a backup. Got some other mod 1.5 gears, so we might try that one. Drop the spur down a few, see how it acts. This should be okay. So here is the this is a 27 tooth mod 1 safety. Part number on it is an ARA 311047. So this is a 27 tooth mod 1 gear. Probably run this with the 39 tooth to see. I mean, we'll try it with the stock, the 47 that's in there. And we've got, okay, here we go. So here is this is a Power Hobby gear. Part number on it is a PH35TM8. This is a 35 tooth mod 1 8mm shaft. So we've got a couple of options. So far I've got some other gears that are coming. Everything seems to be slow in the mail. I would have done a video this weekend on it, but I only had one of the gears come in. Got the other ones today, so I figured I'd get to it. Get the body off. I'm gonna get the transmission out. I did, while I was waiting on parts, take all the front off, took all the rear off, double check to make sure that the gearbox housing, there was grease packed up in them. I went through every bolt that was in it, double checked, tightened them. If I get another quarter of a turn, half a turn on some of them, I went ahead and tightened them all up. I did pull the pins on this a little bit ago. Oh, I didn't pull this pin, so pull the support pins. You've got these little shaft pins. They slide in through the tower connectors and in through the center gearbox, which is real nice of Marma. Instead of having to undo screws, you can pull a little body clip, pull the pin out. This is how this pin just slides right up through there. Body clip will go in the hole and lock it in once it's in place. Quite a nice design for the 8S Kraton. You've got a medium-sized pin, a short pin, a longer pin, 2 long pins, and I believe it's going to be a medium size and a short one. I haven't taken those off yet, so I figured we'd just do this quick, give you guys a little update on it, get a little bit of work done. I'd like to have it completed and up and running for this weekend. So just pull that clip out, just push the pin right out to the center. Yeah, it's the same size as that one. So I will put this pin back in here so as to not get them mixed up. Pin goes in there. Grab the bar. Throw the 2 pins. This is what's nice. You can keep everything together. It'll keep the pins from rolling around. I've just got everything. I've got kind of a mess going on the table. Not very well organized, I guess, but I try. So this pin is in there, both pins. Set that off to the side. Here's the top. I got this lower brace, the pin back in it. I did start to loosen up the transmission from the underneath, so I could kind of go through this quickly. Put this on the back side. Get them out far enough I can grab them by hand. Hopefully turn them out. There we go. Nope. That one still needs a little bit. Try and get these out quick. There's another one. There's another one. Just a couple more turns. Need to get some quick release driver bits for my little hex drill. Make life a lot easier. Alright, set this back down. Lift up a little bit on the transmission. Should be able to turn it right out of there. Alright. Oh, there is a gasket. There's a gasket that goes in the bottom of that. There is a little notch and a little nipple on the gasket, so it is directional. It does go only in one way, right side, upside. And as you've seen before, here's the transmission for it. There's some grease in it. There's definitely more of that grease in the front and rear diffs than what we have here, but I can work with that. I'm going to let's take this little cover off here quick. Pull the plastic cover off. This goes right on top. Those are 2mm Allens. Set that off to the side. And I've decided to go with, we're gonna grab the bag with the motor mount plates. We are running the 56 series plate for the larger motors. So we'll take that one out. Seal the bag up for the other one. Let's get the screws out. Let's put this spur gear back in the bag for now. And we are going to run the Leopard Hobby 58113. It's 530 kV motor. We're going to run this one in because I might drop down. Like I said, we got a 30 tooth, and we've got a 25 tooth spur coming, and then I've got 25, 26, 27 tooth pinions already in a mod 1.5. So the 25 tooth spur as a mod 1.5. So that is what we are going to run eventually in there. But we're going to put this in, and I'm going to run, to start with, the ZTW Beast Pro 300 amp 6 to 12S ESC. I'm try and squeeze that in here somewhere. But for now, real quick, so this sits in here. I'll run the wires likely straight up. So then we'll have to run put the motor plate right on like so. I'll get the holes lined up. The ones I'll be using. Take them out of the bag. These are a 2.5 millimeter bolt. Grab some Loctite here. Just using the Stevens Industry International thread locker medium strength. So put a little dab of that on. Start the first one. Get my wrench back. Put a little bit on the next one. Get it in and started. And now the third one. All right. All of them close to snug. Snug them down. All right. Pull off the excess. Go ahead and slide that in there. All right. And we will go ahead and run. Start with, go ahead and just throw the 27 tooth on there. This is of course a safety gear, so it has the flat spot for the shaft. It also comes with a small little clip in there, which this motor, the end of the shaft is not grooved for the E clip, so we will not be using that on here. This rub screw is a 2mm rub screw. Go ahead and throw a little dab of Loctite on there. Alright. Go ahead and get that started. Get that in position. Hopefully you'll be able to see this, but you should be able to see how wide that pinion gear is. It actually is a little wider than the spur gear, so it makes contact all the way across. I try and split it in the center. You see there's a little bit of overlap on there, so I can live with that. Now then I will get motor screws started. These should be a 2.5. Underneath the car. Yep, 2.5. So we'll get one started. Put a little bit of pressure on it, but enough that I can still move the motor back and forth. So now we'll line it up. Arm has got a nice groove in their motor mount. So now that I've got it in the right spot, tighten down my grub screw. I'm getting grease all over me. Alright. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. I'll be quiet. So we'll have to get the gear mesh just right on it. That's a little too tight. Got just enough play in there. Snug that one down. A little bit tighter. I can live with that. So now we'll take the next motor mount screw, put a dab of Loctite on it. Get it inserted and going. And I will tighten that one down. And there's one on the bottom. We'll do that one, and then I'll pull the first one back out and put some Loctite on it. Get it snug down. And then we'll just take the first one back out. Add some Loctite. And we can throw this right back in the car. Then I'll work on putting the servo saver and steering servo in. Again, I'm running the 70 kilogram, what is it, the SPT 70 HV. High voltage, all aluminum, metal geared, waterproof. So hopefully, like I said, it should do quite well in here. I run it in a low C DBLXE, and it does great. All right, so now all that is done. Should try and pull this bottom rear brace out. Except these pins, it's really nice how they have this. Pin comes out, brace comes out. Put the little body clip back through the hole. Pins in there. Set it off to the side. All right. Now, should be able to line up. Rear dog bone. Maybe get this front one angled in. All right, now they're both slid in there. Good. Bring you in here real quick. Show you the room I have. Hopefully you can see that. There's just enough room. It clears right past the end of the can. No trimming, no shaving. Alright. I'll grab the bottom. Should be able to find the first one. Once I get them started, then I'll flip it over so this way it doesn't slide too much and the dog bones come back out. 3 of them started. So now I can, oop, sorry guys. Now just hold this in place, a little bit of pressure. Put that one in just before it gets snug. That one in, same thing. I'll grab the 4th one. Get it started. Bring it a little closer to you guys. Here we go. So we've got one here. We've got one here, and one here. Like I said, there's quite a few videos of these out there already, so I'm not trying to do anything different. Just giving you an update on the new car in the family here. Progress and making on it, getting it together. Like I said, we'll get this thing going, take it out for some rips. I just figured since I had the time and I had parts in, that I would do a quick video on it, on getting some of it together. Alright guys. Bring it in here. So that is a Kraton 8S with a Leopard Hobby 530 kV D8 113. So we'll have to do some modifications to the receiver box. Sorry about that. Because that ZTW ESC is quite large. Show you again the servo that I'm running in this car. I'm not going to do an assembly video on this because they seem to take a little bit of time, and there's a whole bunch of them out there. So I will get that together, this whole assembly back in the car, and then once it's in, I'll have an update, show you how everything's set up, how I got everything mocked in for placement of ESC. I was going to run my Fly Sky Noble NB4, but I'm going to run now just a FS BS6 6-channel receiver and run it on my FS GT5 radio. I have a couple of those. I've had real good luck with them. I run it with the Primal Raminator. It does great. I have that set up on my Typhon and a couple of my Kratons, my 6S Kratons, so it seems to work good, so I believe it'll work good for this one. So I think that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna do some more work, might pick back up and film a little bit later with some other stuff, and maybe make another video of it. If not, next video you see should be everything completed, and then we'll start having some running videos of it. So again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.